I just slept with my husband's brother and I've ruined everything. Story 1. Thanks to all of you who have contributed to breakup threads and infidelity threads over the past few months. There have been many evenings when many hours have been spent poring over the advice that is generated from these posts. It has helped me to formulate a plan and then execute it. Here is the short version of the last 7 months. Happily married, no kids, both professionals. My job requires a good bit of travel, which is not a big deal since her job forces her to work 80+ hours a week. We are both very busy, but her much more than myself. A few things didn't add up last September, so based on the advice on Reddit, the investigating began. It took me a long time to figure out what was going on because she was excellent at covering her tracks. Around November, all of the pieces came together and outside help was brought in to help me get all my ducks in a row. An attorney was hired and so was a private eye. In January, everything was confirmed 100% by the PI, and that was all the proof that I needed. After much thought, today is the day that everything ends. I have been planning it since the visual confirmation earlier this year. She is being served at her office today at 4 p.m. Based on conversations she has had with me and conversations she has been having with the other guy, there is no way she has any idea that this is coming from me. It will be a shock, but certainly not a surprise. The divorce will be very simple since we earn about the same amount of money and don't have a ton of stuff. The truck is in front of the house and it is now loaded. I am moving out of state. It doesn't matter where I live since I am in sales and my territory is half of the United States. The furniture that is going with me are the pieces that were given to me by my family when we married. She can have everything else and she is going to be keeping 3/4 of it anyway. I am driving the truck myself and can't wait to get to my new condo and start a brand new life. My last 6 months have been pure hell. Here is the question, and I think I already know the answer, but would love to hear your opinions. Her other guy is a co-worker at the law firm. He is early 50s with a wife and 3 daughters. They don't appear to work in the same department, and he is not her boss. By all appearances, he has a great family and a great life. Do I contact his wife as I am leaving town? Would you want to know? Am I just being spiteful? Edit, she got the papers. Phone calls and texts non-stop for the last 15 or so minutes. Her sister and mother have phoned me as well. I have not responded to any of them. Also, I am moving from a large city in the Northeast to Florida. Trying to get to South Carolina tonight and then to my final stop tomorrow. I am stopping for gas and coffee right now and I really appreciate all of the kind words. Edit 2, I am still on the road, but getting closer to my new home. Last night was very interesting. I did not speak with her or text her. I did speak on the phone with my mother and her sister. My words were very careful and thought out to her sister, as I would expect her to hang up the phone with me and tell her everything. Talking to my mom was not easy. It is a humiliating situation to discuss with your family. My mom gave me 100% support and is coming to visit me next weekend at my new place. Moms are the best. I will get settled in and update everything in a couple of days. I have decided to not contact the boyfriend's wife. I could change my mind down the road, but for now no contact with her is planned. Looking forward to starting new. Redditor's reactions. Redditor 1, while I always operate under the assumption that I would want to know this, keep in mind that, if your wife loses her job over this, then it could have a negative outcome for you in the divorce, as you two will no longer be earning about the same. Ask yourself if the relief you would feel from revenge is worth the potential financial cost. Also, keep in mind that revenge can be delayed. You could wait until your divorce is final and then tell the other guy's wife. That would have less potential to negatively impact you financially. Redditor 2, I would want to know if my husband was cheating on me. Story 2, I just slept with my husband's brother and I've ruined everything. In 24, my husband is 29M and his brother is 26M. I've been with my husband since I was 19. I went to high school with his little brother and ended up meeting my husband at a party when I was invited through FB. My husband is amazing. He works, I stay at home. We have a good relationship. Me and his little brother always had a great relationship. Sometimes I had a thought that maybe he liked me and I was right. A few months back we watched Child's Play on Hulu when it finally came out. When we were sitting, his brother pulled me into his arms and held me and I didn't push away. Afterwards we continued like nothing happened. I never told my husband. Him and his brother are close. His brother has even stayed nights over and they stay up when he's not trucking playing video games and cards and crap. Tonight he came over, everything was cool, we ordered Uber Eats everything and he started to play Outlast, our favorite game, since none of us did anything for Halloween. Things were okay. During a jump scare he grabbed me pausing the game and held me while roasting me, teasing me. Well, he laid back and I laid back too. I didn't stop it. I curled into him and we laid on the sofa. My hands wandered resting on his crotch area and he didn't stop me and it started on the sofa then the bed. When we were done I had an anxiety attack. I'm still a mess. His brother cried and confessed Hess loved me for a long time. He told me that he wants me to leave my husband for him. I'm in disbelief because they are so close. He also told me that he would care for me and give me a child. The past 2 me and my husband have tried to have a baby and no luck. He told me any child I had he didn't want to be the uncle but the dad. I'm in my bathroom now crying and just listening to music. His brother is still here. My husband isn't supposed to be home until later tomorrow. His brother is trying to console me and get me to come out. Hess begging me, crying, telling me please to leave his brother. This is insane. I know I'll get so many negative comments. I know I deserve them, but I don't know what to do. I can't answer my husband's texts. I always give him a good night text and when Hess able he texts him, so screwed. Update, me and my husband talked and it was hard. He yelled, which he had a right, and everything. He cried, I cried. We agreed to work through it to see if we can fix things. I told his brother that I couldn't speak to him anymore, which of course he was a mess. He begged us both for forgiveness. My husband told him that he knew he was sorry, but did he still want me? His brother said yes and that he's sorry that he fell for me. My husband said that he can't talk to him for a while. His brother was just bawling. Well, we got a call just now that his brother is in the hospital. He threw himself down the basement stairs, so my husband is on his way to the ER. We know he broke his shoulder and busted his temple. His mom is with him. Last update, I tried to post, wouldn't let me. I know I got mostly hate. I want to talk about what all happened. I spoke to my husband's mom. She was upset but supported both of her sons. She is a great person and was nice enough to forgive me. Still, I broke her trust. I made her cry and she ultimately said I have the power, that regardless of what she thinks, she just wants everyone to be happy. Me and my husband had a heart-to-heart again. Things got rude. He loves me and he gives me so much, but it's just not what I want. I apologized. I asked for a divorce despite him wanting me to stay. Here's the part that's gonna make me sound horrible, which I deserve. I am now with my husband's brother. I moved into his apartment while staying right now. My husband has the hint that I am, so Terry's that. I'm not gonna screw my husband over in court or nothing has asked me to stay but I'm refusing. I will tell them I cheated. I'll tell it all. Redditor's reactions. Redditor 1, damn, I feel sorry for Op's husband, this is a whole other level of betrayal. Redditor 2, nothing to do now but own up to your behavior, tell your husband what you did, decide what you want, get some therapy and become a better person that doesn't blow up her life and the lives of others.